Hello one and all folks, how are yous? Um, I want to do something extremely different because normally with everything I'd like to do reviews on things, but with the case of the series Obi-Wan Kenobi coming to an end last week, and with all the mixed reactions it's gotten, the majority of the critics have seemed to really um, like this series, but a ton of other people on the other half don't and find a lot of issues with the series regarding to what risks it does, how it goes too far with the Star Wars timeline canon, whatever you want to call it. Um, this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi video that you guys are going to get from me, and I don't consider this a review of Obi-Wan Kenobi because I don't like talking film criticism anymore too much. I want to talk about things that I liked about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. This isn't going to be in any particular order. This isn't going to be a number list order. This is just going to be pick some moments, what I personally liked in the series. And hey, we get to do what we want. I really want to do a fleshed out review on this series, and also but then again, parts of me didn't want to do it because of what happens throughout the show. So I'm going to go into some things that I've liked about the series Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I like how during the events of Order 66, you have these young Jedis that are in the events, and they later become Inquisitors, which work for Darth Vader. You have third sister / Raver, you have the fifth brother, and you also have, most importantly, the Grand Inquisitor. And they're basically in the event of Order 66, and I like that. That's pretty good. How it cuts straight into Order 66 whenever it touches that event. It's pretty good. And the first episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi Part 1, I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't blowing me away or anything. I was like, okay, this is starting off nicely. Although it isn't, hooking me in yet. I think it's starting off pretty nicely. Obi-Wan Kenobi has retired after 10 years of the tragic loss of Anakin Skywalker. He is literally trying to get over his emotions and nightmares with Anakin Skywalker. And while he's doing that, he's also at the same time trying to keep an eye on young Luke Skywalker, adopted by Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen. Uncle Owen is played by, once again, Joel Edgerton, who is great here. Can I just say, Ian McGregor is great as the character. I really enjoy seeing him once again as the character. No one can replace Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, he does no wrong as the character. What I also liked about it is Darth Vader. I was so happy to see Darth Vader back. Although his voice did seem robotic, it would have been nice if they used something like in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, where James Earl Jones was kind of like talking like his current voice, the way he talks now, because he's in his 90s. But Hayden Christian wearing the outfit, I thought was pretty good. And Darth Vader, to say the least, is pretty mental in this series. Like, this is the darkest he has ever been in Star Wars. Tatooine's all dark, is hunting down people, and he freaking snaps a kid's neck. Like, what else can you go wrong here? And apologize for if I didn't warn it. There is spoilers here. I am so sorry if I spoiled this for you, but hope you've seen it by now anyway. Then of course you do have the first fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader after 10 years. Um, you know, Darth Vader is carrying Obi-Wan into fire, although he doesn't get fully burnt, just like what Anakin did. He then gets out of the bathtub, which I find a bit strange. Episode 4, there's a really good shot of him with him and as the lightsaber. This Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of reminded me of what he looks like in Attack of the Clones, only it's a different outfit. And I love the scene where he's in this dark room and he's taking out both of these stormtroopers. It's great. And my favorite aspect about part 5, without a doubt, was the Attack of the Clones flashback with Hayden Christensen as Padawan Anakin Skywalker. Yes, he does look old here, but it's fine, honestly. It's great, and so does Ian McGregor as Attack of the Clones. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, they're in training, you know, they're having a fight, you know, and honestly, the flashbacks here in Obi-Wan Kenobi are so much better than the Book of Boba Fett. And it really just made me so happy to see Hayden Christensen. This proves that Hayden Christensen is a good actor. You know, if Spider-Man No Way Home enhanced your thoughts on the Amazing Spider-Man films or Spider-Man 3, then maybe this series, even if you weren't a fan of it or not, this may enhance your love for the prequels, just like it did for me, even though not all the prequels has great moments, but I have appreciated them watching them before going into this series. Then we cut into part 6, which I thought was the best episode. Wasn't as good as episode 5 or 6 of Book of Boba Fett by any means, because those episodes blew me away. But if you were to cut out all the shit that happens with the Grand Inquisitor and with Reva being an Inquisitor, then you can consider this a standalone Star Wars project, you know. So basically, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader are having their second matchup. And, you know, I love the moment where Obi-Wan Kenobi is just throwing rocks at Darth Vader and slices his helmet in half and speaks differently back to back from Hayden Christensen as Anakin and James Earl Jones as Darth Vader, and says, "I killed Anakin," and Obi-Wan's like, "Goodbye, Darth." You know, this is a usable moment for Star Wars. Out of anything in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, this is like the most usable scene Star Wars has ever done, that I think Deborah Chow has done. And, you know, this really kind of enhances why Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope calls Darth Vader Darth. "You're the master of evil, Darth." And if you're wondering why Luke calls Obi-Wan Kenobi Ben Kenobi, then, well, this series kind of explains it. Because, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi is trying to hide away, because then again, the Empire were pretty much all after the Jedi anyway, for a good reason why Obi-Wan Kenobi retired as a Jedi, but then he comes back eventually. You know, this scene with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi talking after their second fight is possibly the most usable moment. And the moment when Ian McDiarmid as the Emperor Palpatine comes back for one little scene, that was pretty cool. And I loved how the Darth Vader starts playing dun 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 dun. and I was waiting for it, and they played it. And so, and what surprises me about, and possibly the most surprising thing about Obi-Wan Kenobi series, is young Princess Leia. They added a young Princess Leia, not only a young Luke Skywalker, but a young Princess Leia. You know, the arc was alright, I think. It didn't blow me away anything. There were some great moments here and there, I thought. You know, I thought what she looked like at the end was pretty good. And then we do get the hello there moment whenever Obi-Wan Kenobi is walking up to young Luke Skywalker. And then, of course, there's a moment that people have been hoping to see for a while, including myself, and that, of course, being the Northern Irishman himself, Liam Neeson, as the ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn. And there he was at the end. Like, what Obi-Wan Kenobi was trying to do was trying to talk to Qui-Gon to help him, you know, getting his emotions after the tragic events of Anakin Skywalker, who is now Darth Vader. And, you know, Qui-Gon Jinn's like, I was always here. Obi-Wan, you're just not ready to see. You know, that was a pretty good moment right there. And regards to thoughts-wise, those are like really like the only positives I have with Obi-Wan Kenobi series. The series, for the most part, it's alright, I think. There's a lot of stuff that I think could have been explained so much better. So, you know, with the writing issues and the way certain characters were handled, especially the Inquisitors, you know, I thought was pretty executed poorly and somewhat back for some reason. I don't know. But if for any reason they decide to make a season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, hope they fix that issue. And I really wish this series was a movie, not just a series. It should have been a movie. It was originally planned as a movie, but then delayed, and then it became a TV series. But there you go, guys. Those were my things that I liked about Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's not really a review. I'm not going to grade the show, because I honestly don't know what I would grade the show, if I'm being completely honest. Because it feels like I was watching half a good thing and half a bad thing because of what happens throughout the show. But comment down below, let me know below whether you liked Obi-Wan Kenobi or didn't like it. I'm interested to know. I'd be understandable with your thoughts anyway on the series. And just in case you're new, I'm a movie reviewer from the UK who likes to do movie reviews on special occasions and just when something new comes out and just when I feel like it. This isn't the type of video I was hoping to make, but there we go. But as always, if you're new here, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, share this video, notify that bell before you leave, and as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.